The Philadelphia Eagles are one phone call away from completing the most dangerous roster in the NFL, but a massive scandal involving a former head coach might just blow their trade plans. Howie Roseman is playing chess while the rest of the league plays checkers. And you won't believe the secret clause he just tucked into a veteran's contract that changes everything for the 2026 season. Before we dive in, smash that subscribe button if you want the fastest NFL updates on the planet. It is absolutely insane how much business the Eagles get done while the players are still weeks away from stepping onto the grass for OTAs. We all thought the roster was set, but Howie Roseman just pulled a masterclass in salary cap manipulation. The team officially restructured linebacker Zack Baun's deal. And while that sounds like boring paperwork, the implications are a total disaster for anyone hoping for roster stability. By tweaking the numbers, Philadelphia basically turned 2026 into a do-or-die contract year for Baun. This gives the front office the ultimate escape hatch. They now have the flexibility to cut ties in 2027 or 2028 with almost zero financial penalty. Is Zack Baun going to be out of a job in 2 years? Technically, the door is wide open. Howie stripped away all the guaranteed cash in the later years of the deal. If Baun doesn't perform at an elite level, he's gone, and the Eagles save a mountain of cap space. But don't panic yet. This is a win-win on the surface because Baun gets more cash up front right now. However, looking at the depth chart, you can see the writing on the wall. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is the Axeman heir apparent. The coaching staff is obsessed with his progress, and if Baun shows even a slight decline as he hits age 30, Trotter is ready to take that spot. Howie is protecting the bank so he can pay the young stars in the secondary when their mega extensions come due. Who is to blame if this defense regresses? Is it the players or the front office? Drop a name below. But wait until you hear about the Pro Bowler who just hit the open market and is begging to come to Philly. The biggest story of the week just dropped, and it's a total game changer. All-Pro nickel corner Kenny Moore was granted his release from the Colts, and his camp is sending a massive signal.
It's caught at the 30 by Devontae Smith. It really dictates the defense.
Rebranding himself as a safety. This isn't just a rumor. League insiders confirmed that Moore's team is pushing the safety narrative to extend his playing days. Remember Malcolm Jenkins? He wasn't always a safety, but that transition turned him into a legend in Philadelphia. If Moore can pull off the same move, the Eagles' final defensive hole is plugged instantly. The best part, Nick Sirianni and Moore have a history from their days in Indy. This is a match made in heaven. Vic Fangio doesn't want to move Cooper DeJean away from the nickel spot because DeJean is too good there. By signing Moore to play the back end, you keep your young stars in their natural positions while adding a veteran brain to the secondary. It's a cheap, high-reward move that feels like an absolute no-brainer. But there's a dark cloud hanging over the NovaCare complex, and it involves a boat, a reporter, and a trade that might be falling apart. You've probably seen the photos by now, and let's just say it's a total mess. The latest photo dump, featuring Mike Vrabel and reporter Diana Russini, has the NFL world in a frenzy. We're talking about photos from a lake in Tennessee that suggest a relationship going back years. Why does this matter for the Eagles? Because it could sabotage the A.J. Brown situation. Rumors have been swirling that A.J. Brown's potential interest in a trade to the Patriots was almost entirely tied to his relationship with Mike Vrabel. If Vrabel is forced to step down or loses his grip on that organization because of this PR disaster, does AJ still want out? Or does he suddenly realize that Philadelphia is the only safe harbor left? There are whispers that Russini might have even been using her reporting to help Vrabel's Titans back in the day, cooling the market on players like Julio Jones so Vrabel could get them cheaper. If the NFL decides to investigate this for competitive integrity reasons, it becomes a wildfire. While some insiders say Vrabel has no plans to resign, the pressure is mounting. If he goes, the domino effect on the trade market could be historic. Will the Chiefs or Ravens swoop in and try to steal A.J. Brown while the Patriots are in chaos? Stay tuned, because the schedule is about to be revealed and the road to the Super Bowl is looking rocky. The league finally confirmed that the 2026 NFL schedule will drop this Thursday, at 8 p.m. We already know who the Birds are playing, but the order is everything. We are also waiting on the international announcement. Will the Eagles be heading to London to face the Commanders, or are we going to Mexico City for a heavyweight bout with the 49ers? The travel schedule alone could determine the health of this roster by December. If Howie is making front office promotions now, it's because he's preparing for a war of attrition. Speaking of the front office, Adam Berry, the twin brother of the Browns GM, just got a massive promotion to assistant general manager. The Eagles are keeping the brightest minds in the building, and it's paying off in the draft room. If you want to know why the Eagles are different, look at the footage of defensive line coach Clint Hurt. A clip is going viral right now of Hurt basically pounding the table for Uar Bernard. He didn't just want him, he obsessed over him. Hurt told the room that Bernard has more raw physical talent than guys taken in the first 2 rounds. "I can coach this guy," Hurt shouted. That kind of belief is why the Eagles find gems on day 3. Bernard is a physical freak, explosive, heavy-handed, and violent. While the media might call it a project pick, the coaching staff sees a future Pro Bowler. This isn't a guy who's going to disappear. He's a guy who's going to be a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks by week 1. Everything is heating up as we approach voluntary OTAs on May 26th and a mandatory minicamp on June 9th. The roster is nearly perfect. The coaches are fired up, and the front office is moving money like Vegas sharks. Is Kenny Moore the final piece of the puzzle? Or is the Vrabel scandal going to distract this team from their Super Bowl mission? The drama in Philly never sleeps, and neither do we. Stay locked in for the next update, because the schedule reveal is going to change everything we